On to the final part of the Grinch. This time we're going to be doing all of the presents. We're going to break them all. We're going to get all the rest of the parts of the sleigh, and then we're going to fight Santa. So first off, back to the dump, because we did miss some presents here that we couldn't get beforehand. All of them being 10 presents. And all of them requiring this gadget here. So first off, let's just go ahead and fly up to this one. Just butt stomp it. Then we're going to fly over to this pipe here. We could get this one with the jetpack, to be fair, but it's better for us to use this instead. The last three, we legitimately have to use this gadget for, because they are back over at where the giant chess pieces were, and they require us to fly all the way up to the rooftop of the building. So we're going to need this gadget here to fly upwards over to those free presents that are up on the roof. Two of them are together, like right there, and the last one's at the very top of the rooftops. So yeah, just break them with our blades, go way up here, and then break the last one up top. And guess what? Bada bing, bada boom, the dump is done. Now I can move on forward to the second level, which is the forest. And outside the forest is one of those annoying pricks. He wants to race me with the dog, though. So, we gotta get to the cable car, and we gotta beat him while doing it. So yeah, Max does run fast in this guy, though he can't knock him down, unfortunately. And all we gotta do is race. We do have a button to give up if we wanted to, but there's no point. This is a very, very easy race. Just go this way and all the way around, and you're basically done. You can't jump, remember that, but yeah, once you get over to here, you basically won. No problem.
You're not a bad dog after all.
And that was the Grinch complimenting Max. How nice of him. Max is a good boy, he is best boy, no one should shun him. Anyway, now it's time for those annoying pricks that we have to fight. First off, I missed this present here, I'll go ahead and get that. I figured out what we have to do here in order for us to get the rest of the presents here. We'll actually spray them with our fucking breath. We're gonna have to butt stomp on them while they're on the ground. And they will drop another present because of it. They are the only type of enemy that has 2 fucking presents once you attack them. And these guys that we knocked down beforehand also have to be butt stomped for their presents. So, yeah, the game never makes it clear that you have to do this, and never hints at you that you have to do this, and unless you figure it out by complete fucking luck, you're not gonna know this shit. So, yeah. Now it's time for the ski resort area, which is where the flying gadget comes in handy here. This is where all the actual floating fucking presents are. There's also a present that was hiding behind these trees here, which I could not see at all, so great hiding spot, guys. But, yeah. There's one more fucker we have to chase after, just butt stomp on. But after that, all we have left is these floating presents, and that's it. So yeah, Who Forest. It has the most shit it never explains. That is not fun to figure out. It's not fun to get through it. And it's honestly the worst fucking level in the damn game. Because these guys are annoying, I hate dealing with them. And quite honestly, level design in this game is god-awful. So, yeah, I'm jump cutting me defeating them, because I'm not making you, watch, 3 minutes of me running around chasing the fuckers. I'm saving you that misery. However, what I'm not saving you from is you flying around trying to find the rest of these presents, because again, the draw distancing here sucks, so trying to find these, you kind of have to escape around the entirety of the area to find it. Otherwise, you're going to miss presents because the draw distancing sucks so badly, it's very easy to not see some of this shit. It's not in, spots where you would think it would be. Some of these are just out in the open, kind of randomly, honestly. So, yeah, fly all around the area, as high as you can, even, and try to find this shit. And once you break them all, congratulations, that's Who Forest done, because all we have left is Whoville. So first off, remember those little kids that were a bothersome piece of shit beforehand? Well, we now know we can slime them to get the presents out of them, so There we go. But not only that, the cops can also be slimed, and they will also drop presents. However, the kids will run away, the cops are gonna stay. So once we get the present, get the fuck away from them. Anyway, we only have one more part left for the sleigh, and that part happens to be inside of that moving van that is now circling around Whoville. As you see there, it opens up the back, which it does every now and then. And what we have to do for that is we have to shoot it with the egg launcher a few times until eventually the van explodes. First off, I'm going to take care of all these presents. And then I'm going to take care of getting our final part for the sleigh. So yeah, this is quite honestly all we have left. The flight is needed here for the remainder of the presents, but ultimately we don't need to worry about too much. Also, remember these walls here? They are breakable, but only when you're like looking at them like this. If you're behind them, like I was beforehand, they won't break at all. But if you're in front of them like that, they will break, and you can open up the way to find some more presents and also some refills. So yeah, this is essentially the rest of the game now. Just clearing out Whoville, and all we have left is Santa. So, here's my opinion on all the levels overall. Whoville, I honestly think, is the second best level in the game. I would say that the dump is the best level in the game. It has some weird shit to it, and it has some timing issues, but ultimately I don't think it is that bad of a level. Fucking Who Lake has some shit to it that I'm not a fan of, and it has a pointless submarine thing as well, and I fucking hate Who Forest. It is the absolute worst. That being said, just because I find Whoville and fucking the dump to be the best levels in the game, does not mean that this game is good. As I have shown you throughout this entire Let's Play, this game is garbage. And the developers have made much better games with the engine they've gone for and the genre they've gone for. And those games were Looney Tunes related.
Hey, who are you?
Fucker. I'm surprised it can actually get to me from that distance. But, yeah. Ultimately, if you want to play good games from this developer, play the Bugs Bunny games, like that or the Roadrunner game, or the Sheep Raider game, I mean. Because they made that as well. They made Sheep Raider, they made Lost in Time, and they made Bugs and Taz Time Busters. But yeah, ultimately, this game fucking sucks. Also, you have to go back into the town hall area, because guess what? These fuckers here have presents too, so we gotta goo them up and then take the presents from them. Then all we have left are the presents that we have to fly for. So, yeah. That's gonna be it for our goo. That's gonna be it for many of our gadgets, honestly. All we have left after this is just our egg launcher for the van and the flight, which again is pretty damn decent of a gadget, honestly. I mean, moving it around is a pain in the ass, but if you know what you're doing with it, it's not that big of a deal. And also, it wastes a lot of eggs, sure, but if you just let go of the thing and you just glide about, it doesn't waste anything. Unlike the claw, the octopus thing, where it's just standing around, it still fucking drains your damn eggs. So, yeah. Ultimately, in fact, we won't even need the eggs anymore after this level, because after this, the game gives us essentially unlimited fucking eggs for the rest of the stuff we need to do. So there's no limit to worry about after we're done here. Like, once we do this level here, we just have to deal with Santa, and the Grinch will be stocked enough with the fucking sleigh. So, yeah, ultimately, not much to worry about at this point. We're pretty good to go after we take care of these presents and destroy the van. The van takes about, like, 5-6 shots. So once the hatch is open, just shoot at it until eventually it explodes. You might have to wait for it to open a second time in case it doesn't, you know, explode right off the bat. But yeah, that is essentially it. That is the entire game. Though, there is one last thing we have to, you know, mention right now. You might be noticing that I'm just getting the 10 presents, and we are missing a free present somewhere. Now, where could that present be? You've explored all around the place, it's not in view, so where the fuck is it? Remember that guy that had the paint can that we knocked about? Remember where he went? Went to this tree. Get out your egg launch, look at the very top of the tree. You'll actually see the dude there hanging for dear life. Shoot him in the ass. He had a free present. And with that, all of the gifts in Whoville have been squashed, and all of the gifts for the Whos have been defeated. So now all we gotta do left is destroy this van, and get the last part for the sleigh ride, and a cutscene will play from getting all the parts.
In a moment of triumph, the sleigh is completed. Now the Whos and their plans are surely defeated.
Oh, they'll surely be defeated by now at this point. However, we're not done yet. Before we go for the sleigh ride, we are going back to the main hub. Before the sleigh ride, remember the free doors that had the numbers on them? Well, we now have all 3,000 gifts. You've 100% of the game at this point. So, let's go ahead and check those doors out. First off, 750 door right over here happens to be Spin and Win Superdo. I don't know what a Superdo is, but yeah, spin and win. All of these doors happen to be little minigame challenges, and this one is, in my opinion, the worst of all, a pole vaulting challenge. Easy is 60 seconds, and hard is like 30 seconds, I think. So, yeah. There are two kinds of pole vaults here. The fucking red is supposed to signify like a harder path. I'm gonna say this right now, they're not different at all. They are the exact same path. The exact same bullshit you have to do. It's just one's left, one's right. Ultimately, this challenge just fucking sucks, because the pole vaulting sucks.
Yeah, Grinch!
Also, this is where the rest of the Grinch's costumes are, might I add. Like, he's now in this, like, blue exercise outfit, I guess. Also, as you can see, if I fall down, I get teleported back to the start. You can't fall down once. So yeah, I'm gonna fail this. But ultimately, I wasn't even gonna try and beat this, because there's nothing to get from doing all of this. It's just, hey, just make a record, and do your best with that record. That's it. So, yeah. Sorry boy, I didn't make it. I'm not trying again. That's the 751, and it's the worst one out of the three, so of course it's the lowest numbered. Moving on, it's now time for the 1500, which is right past the 2500 for some reason. Anyway, the 1500 is a Pankamania Superdo. The fuck's a Pankamania? I don't know, but what I do know is that this requires us to butt bounce on a bunch of pumpkins. I don't know what the difference between easy and real hard is, but all you gotta do is just go around and break the pumpkins. I'm guessing it's based on how long these are gonna stay. And not only that, but as you saw, there were no instructions. In fact, the game won't start until I press X on, like, the nothing that's there after choosing difficulty. So, I'm guessing someone was supposed to show up, but this entire thing is just not programmed well. The fucking, you know, the distancing between you and these pumpkins and shit, very hard. Depth perception is a bitch here. And we only have this much time to just break as many pumpkins as we can, which for me is 16 pumpkins. But yeah, there you go. And that's it. I don't know what the point of that was, but there you go. That was 1500. It's a buggy minigame in my opinion. Not fun. Not great. The last one is the... Oh my god, the lag. The last one is 2500 one, which is the Copter Race Contest Superdo. And as you can guess, this requires the Grinch copter, in which now he is wearing, like, a fucking, I don't know, like an astronaut thing, like a flight attendant sort of thing. What he was wearing before him was a farmer outfit, so yeah. Those are all of his outfits. Well, almost all. There is one more outfit to mention, but we won't be seeing that until way later. Right now, though, the whole point of this is that we fly around into the blue rings, and we get to the exit from it. And that's it. That's the entire thing. However, if you just fly into the exit like I'm about to do right now, if for some reason it doesn't count it, but also counts it, I don't know what happened. I'm going to choose Real Tough, which is for 8 seconds, and I will beat this one. In fact, I beat it on my first try. So yeah, all I gotta do is get through all of these, and then land on the thing and run into it instead of fly into it. Even though flying into it would be faster. But yeah, that's all of these doors. They're all little mini-game challenges, and they're completely optional. You get nothing out of it. They're just there for, you know, challenging your friends and a neat little challenge thing after beating the game completely.
Yeah, Grinch.
There you go. So now it's time for the sleigh. And all I gotta say about the sleigh is... it's not good. This final boss is not good. It's very half-assed, and also it controls like shit. But we're gonna do it anyway. So, into the sleigh ride we go. Here's a cutscene to start us off. We're now in our Santa outfit, and now we're following Santa around while steering this absolute hunk of junk that is very hard to steer and really veers around and is really difficult to control. We have to stay below Santa, in fact, so don't just follow the trail completely, because we have to grab all of these presents. However, if you fuck up like I do, and miss one of these presents at any point, you fail the entire thing. And have to start from the beginning. So yeah, don't miss a single present. It's really dumb. Just get some neat music out of it. Once we get all 10 presents, we then have to fight Santa Claus. But yeah, this would mean these are the last 10 presents in the entire game. Which would make it like, what? 30,010 presents, maybe? Then again, a lot of these are yellows and reds, so... there's probably like a very different count going on of all of this shit. But, whatever. The main thing is that we destroy all the presents, we circle around the entirety of Whoville, which is very snowed in all of a sudden. And then... the Grinch gets out his guns.
Out of my way, fatty. This is my Christmas.
And now we get to kill Santa by shooting the shit out of him with eggs. So yeah, shoot him 10 times and he will go down. You have 60 seconds for it, and you can fire to your heart's content. There's no limit to the shooting. I was able to shoot him so fast, the cutscene gets bugged.
I believe our work here is finished.
Up the side of Mount Crumpet he soared through the air. His plan was to hide his Who Christmas stash there.
They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. They'll all cry in a few seconds.
Well, Welcome Christmas, Fahuramas. Christmas Day is in our grasp. As long as we have hands to clasp. Welcome Christmas, Fahuramas.
He heard a powerful sound coming over the snow. It started out quiet, but it went on to grow. Instead of sad cries, why, this sounded merry. In spite of his victory, the mean one felt wary.
How can it be so? I stole everything. The gifts, the clay figures, the socks, the Christmas trees, and the Whos are still happy? How is it so? How is it so?
The Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. What if this holiday didn't come from a store?
Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. What is happening to me? Am I having a heart attack? No, I seem to be having a heart. Max, I can feel. Max, I can't. I will say this, Max. I love you and everybody. Yes, even the Whos. Let's go. We must bring them back their gifts. Merry Christmas, Whos! I'm so sorry to have stolen Christmas. Please forgive me.
We forgive you, Grinch. I know you were a good person. Come and sing with us. Welcome Christmas, Fahuramas. Christmas Day is in our grasp. As long as we have hands to clasp. Welcome Christmas, Fahuramas. Christmas Day is in our grasp. As long as we have hands to clasp. Welcome Christmas,
You know, you're a blast good player. And for you, we have a little gift. Get ready for the ride of your life.
And that's it. We defeated Santa, we ruined Christmas, and then the Grinch's heart grew 3 times big because the Who's still celebrate anyway, despite all of his advances. And then they joined the Who's and had a good feast and everything, like the actual story ending of the Grinch. And the movie ending of the Grinch, everything, because it is the Grinch still. It has to end that way. And for 100% in the game, we end up with a motorbike race. Controlling this is a pain in the ass, and we speed up by doing wheelies. Seriously, we can speed up by doing wheelies, that's it. Now, we have 3 laps, and there are a lot of obstacles. There are going to be construction workers, there'll be rocks, wood, there's going to be cars driving past, and not only that, eventually there will start being trees, and then we will start being chased by the police. If the police catches us, it is an instant game over with this, and we have to restart the entire race again. So if you're thinking that all you gotta do here is just, not get last, no, you have to do more than that. In fact, because of the cops, it is impossible for you to not get first, because the AI can't catch up to you at this point, because you have to be fast enough to outrun the police. And not only that, but eventually, you'll then have to deal with jumps. And to deal with the jumps, you have to be doing a wheelie just so you go for the jump, like so. If you don't wheelie when you do the jump, you don't get the jump, and then you have to redo the entire thing. So, yeah, this race is stingy for the first time you go through it. But once you know what to do, you know what's gonna come, so really it's not gonna be too much of a misery time for you. Do you get anything out of doing this race, considering it is the post-game reward for 100%? No. No. There is no point to this race. It exists, and that's it. So, yeah. The Grinch's in a biker outfit, which is very movie-esque of him, like live-action movie-esque. There are 2 jumps in this last lap, by the way. So, yeah. And really, that's it. That's the game. So, I beat the race, I take the win, and,
Boy,
yeah.
I'm good.
That's it. Here are the credits. So, here's the thing. If I didn't have the developers' other games to compare this with, I would think this wasn't a good game, but it has moments of decency to it, and I feel like they could have had, you know, something more going on because of it. But because they made the Bugs Bunny games on PS1, which are far fucking superior games than this, and have a lot more going on, and are much better programmed in many ways, just play the Bugs Bunny games. The Grinch game is honestly their worst game when it comes to this engine and gameplay and all. It's their worst. Also, someone was named after the fucking thing that the Grinch says every time to summon Max. Go Max. How nice. But yeah, that was the game. And again, it was a mix of like the original story, you know, the Dr. Seuss story and the animated film, and the live-action film with Jim Carrey and all, which I didn't mind the live-action film. I like it. I really think Jim Carrey is the best actor you can get for the Grinch character. Like, no one else can outdo Jim Carrey as a cartoony character. Even now, he plays as fucking Eggman, and he's solid at it. He's fucking good at it. You wouldn't think he would be, but he fucking nails it. The man's a great method actor. The end. But, yeah. That's gonna do it for this Let's Play. I'm probably gonna give you guys a long play after this, because I still haven't got the Halloween shit ready for you right now. But, I hope your Christmas is gonna be, you know, good and, you know, jolly and all. I hope you have a very good Christmas, a great New Year's, and I will see you again when I continue with the Halloween stuff and complete them both. You're Grinched.